What's up, y'all? It's your boy Roscoe P. It's another My Tales from Overseas. Back at it again. This one's not going to be really a tale. This is more of an informative video. Um, Through a lot of my conversations with people that I meet, when I tell them about what I've done overseas and the places I've been to and just traveling, um, they often listen to the stories and they're like, man, I'd love to do that. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, there's nothing stopping you. A lot of the people I meet don't have passports, which is a crazy thing, right? Like, it's the craziest thing not to have just a piece of identification. Um, Mind you, I don't know about anybody's economic woes or greatness, but passports are a little bit pricey, especially in this economic climate right now. But the best way to understand what's going on and discover yourself, what's going on in the world, discover yourself, is to go and travel and see these places and experience things that chances are a lot of the people in your circle haven't or won't experience in their life. The best part about traveling is that you can gear it towards whatever you like to do. If you like to drink wine, go to France. If you like to eat French food, go to Montreal, Canada, or go to France. If you like to have fish and chips at a pub or food in general, travel to places that you like the food. If you are into any type of nature or scenic scenes, I mean, a lot of the times that people have screensavers, it's of a scene that exists in the world, right? What I've found that is when I see those screensavers, I often like to travel those places to see the place for myself. My best advice to people is just to go out and go. So as I'm making this video, I'm thinking about other places that I'd like to go to and see and experience again and for the first time. There's a couple places that are definitely on my list of things to do and experience. Just recently, I had a friend of mine talk to me about, he had just come back from Spain and he witnessed a bullfight with the matadors and the fan spectacle of it all. He said it was amazing. He showed me all these pictures and I'm just like, wow. And just like that, it came on my list. I'm like, yeah, I definitely got to do that. But it's not possible without a passport. You need a passport. You need something to get you out of this country and into this prospective country that you want to go to. So that being said, it's very easy to get a passport. Literally, it really is. Go to travel.state.gov and there should be a whole page pops up and it says apply for your passport. All you have to do is be 16 or older and be a resident of the U.S., a citizen of the U.S. to get a U.S. passport. You fill out the paperwork. Most of the time, it just asks you for a residential ID, a driver's license will do. And then you send all that paperwork in, plus a passport size photo that you go to any post office, or now they have them at convenience stores, or they have them at pharmacies, CVS, Walgreens, that type of place, where they have the little photo booth set up and you take a picture of your face. You mail that in, and for a passport book now, it's $130. I recommend getting the card also, so you don't have to carry the passport around if you guys decide to drive somewhere. If you want to drive to Canada or Mexico, or you take a ship, you don't have to carry your passport. You just carry the passport card. And it also serves another form of identification. And that's an additional $30. So it'd be $160. And you mail that in. Depending on how fast or slow passports come, 4 weeks later, you have a passport. And then after that, the world literally opens up to you. So all of those things that people are dreaming to see, if you like sports, try going to see a soccer match in Spain or a premier match in London. If you like basketball, I love basketball. I played it for many years. I'm a fan of the game. I love it. I've seen some crazy stuff on some courts in other countries. I've seen great talent. Um, I've seen people come together like never before for sporting events in other countries. It's just a different vibe. If you like music, when I was in London, a couple of my friends and I were just walking around, and it was the craziest thing. We walked into these like container crates stacked on top of each other, but they were like it was like a food court in there. And in the middle of that, they were just having a little show and people were singing. So we got food, sat down. It was so random, but the voices in London, it's crazy. I mean, they sounded like soulful jazz singers. Like if you close your eyes, you wouldn't think that you're listening to a British person sing. You'd think you're listening to an American artist from the South or something, or from, I couldn't even tell you. But it didn't feel like I was in London at that point in time because of the music, the artists. But when they stopped singing, it was just like, oh, I hear the accent now. Things like that. Like those are experiences that are only afforded to you in another country when you go. And there's such happy accidents. You don't know half the time that this is going to happen. You meet different people. Your friends expand. Your life expands, essentially. You are a bigger person mentally. I would even say spiritually a little bit. Spiritually, emotionally. You get to see what other people are doing and how other people are living. And that's a big thing. It's bigger than people think it is. You also get to understand people better. You get to experience cultures that you probably would have never experienced. My time in Japan was fantastic for that. I got such an appreciation for another culture that when I came home, I was way more tolerant of things that were happening because I understood that people have different cultures. Whereas before I went, I saw the world through kind of a tunnel vision set of binoculars. Like I saw it through here, and after I left, uh, my vision expanded. I saw things that I had never experienced before. I saw things that I never saw before. I experienced things I'd never experienced before. And it makes you long for those things. If you have a hobby, chances are they're doing that somewhere else. You can see what other people are doing. I mean, a lot of the people I meet are, and kids too, are into animation now. Animation comes out of Japan, but China has Chinese animation, Korean animation, Japanese animation. Like there's so many venues to see things that you've never seen before. And all it takes is a small blue, in America's case, book with empty pages, and then from one information page, empty pages that someone could stamp. It's the passport. That's it. So I leave you guys to say, you guys really need to work on just getting the passport. Everything else falls into place. Going to another country falls into place. Seeing other things falls into place. But the first and most important thing is getting the passport. So again, it's very easy. Travel.state.gov. I am filling out a passport. It's on the left-hand side. And it gives you drop downs of everything. It gives you the form DS11 will be the form that you're going to fill out. And then after that, you fill it out all on the computer, put all your information in, print it out, take the passport photos, mail the money order in with all that. And you get something that will transform your life in a more positive direction. I don't know where I would have been mentally if I hadn't traveled like I did. I don't know who I would have been if I didn't travel like I did. I don't know where I would have been if I didn't travel like I did, or my tolerance level for things if I didn't travel like I did. Traveling was indispensable for me. And I'm glad I took that opportunity to do it and to live in another country. It was another experience that I cherished and loved, and I will continue to cherish and love it until the end, because it has formed the person who I am now, as most travel experiences will for you. You're going to find something you love so much in the place that you go. And if you don't on your first trip, there's so many more countries to visit. You're going to find something you like. And when you find that thing that you like, you're going to keep going back and back and back and back and back until it just becomes second nature. It's going to be your second home. I travel to Montreal all the time. Montreal is like my second home. The food, the culture, the people. It's not far from America. It's not far from New York. It's not far from Philly. But it is probably one of the best places I've ever been to. It gets cold. It gets very cold. But even in the summertime, the streets are vibrant. People are there and out and about. They're having fun. They're enjoying their life. It is probably one of the most beautiful cities I've ever seen. And the food is fantastic. Again, I mean, it's inspired by French cuisine. And the people are just so nice. They're Canadian and they're French. So it's become my second home. I go up there as much as possible. I try to go up there at least once every 2 months just to kind of check it out and walk around and see things that I hadn't seen and explore more of that city. Because as much as I've done there, I haven't seen everything. And that's the exciting part to me about travel, is as much as I've done in places, I haven't seen everything. And I want to continue to go to more places to see things. So, hey, it's your boy Roscoe P. It wasn't really one of my tales from overseas, but it'll get you started on your overseas journey. That's what I'm hoping for you guys. Hopefully this inspires somebody to get their passport, and just see how easy it is. It's really not that hard. If you like this video, if you like the content I'm putting out, hit the like button, subscribe to this, and I'll keep putting out more stuff for you. All right, I'm out.